I just finished my reread of Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and my rating has absolutely changed, so let's get into why. As always, I will leave the book and my rating here, but as I mentioned, my rating did change this time. It is the second time that I've read Fourth Wing, and I absolutely loved it. I did rate it a 5 stars this time, and I read it previously in July of 2024. At that point, I rated it 4 stars, but I really do think that the book deserves a 5 star rating, especially from someone who is not a fantasy reader. The first time reading Fourth Wing, I actually read it as a physical book, but this time around, I read it on my Kindle, and I will say that I do prefer reading it as a physical book. I think for me, it was a lot easier being able to flip back and forth to the map and visualize what's going on. So I do recommend if you are not really a fantasy reader and this is like your stepping stones into fantasy, definitely read the physical book because it makes it so much easier being able to maneuver the book itself. On the Kindle, it was just getting super frustrating having to flip back and forth and remember where I was. So that is a recommendation that I would give. I will also say, reading it the second time, I definitely understood and really enjoyed the story much more. I feel like I missed so much during the first time of reading it that this time around, I really paid attention to all the little details, and the story just made so much more sense to me. And I definitely fell back in love with all of the characters, the setting, the story. But I definitely enjoyed it more the second time around because overall, I just really understood it a lot better. And lastly, of course, the ending was amazing. I absolutely love a book that is part of a series and it leaves you on a cliffhanger. I think it sets you up for wanting to continue reading the series. So I absolutely am planning to pick up Iron Flame soon and dive into that as well.